You saw the smoke came out? Today I have a humidifier with me. So this is the humidifier module, and as you can see there is a micro USB port and the module which you have to put into the water, and then it will create the fog out of the water. So let me plug it in here, and then the other side I will put in the power bank. Then I have to press this button and then dip it into water. A particular side you have to dip in the water. The other side the smoke will come, the fog will generate. So we try to adjust the water and see, here is the smoke, I am in the fog. So this is all about the module. Now the question is, how can I use it in a robotics? So it's a already ready-made product. There's a button, there is a power port. There's no chance of introducing a brain into this, or is it? That's what we are going to explore in today's video. Okay, so this is the problem statement. So we have this ready-made module which is already working. If you press the button and it will start working, that kind of module. And then we want to introduce some logic into that. Not only pressing the button, also based on some activity in our robotics world, it should react. Like for example, you can have a better story, but just for example, you can suppose this crab, the crab looks so hot, and you have something to cool him down, like ice. Okay, polar bear, something. And then what you want is, when this cool polar bear touch the hot crab, smoke will come out of your humidifier. This is just a very funny story, but it's not a proper story. You can think about a better story, I know. So just bear with me and just try to understand how we can achieve that. Okay, so what you can do is, because this product is already working, we want to hook one of the cable out. So what it is, you have the humidifier, you have this metal thing coming out and putting in the water, and the other side you have plus and minus connected to the battery. Now what I'm asking is, take any of the side, either minus or the plus, just disconnect the cable and hook it out, and add a magical element which is also called magnetic switch. And that magnetic switch can be operated using our brain. Could be Arduino or any microcontroller. So what is this magnetic switch called? This is called relay. So we need to introduce this relay in middle of this circuit. So this is a closed circuit, we have to make it open circuit and introduce relay, and that's the switch we have to use. But there is another hurdle here. The device itself has a switch. So that means if you keep it pushed and then disconnect and connect back, again you have to push it. So what you have to do is, somehow you have to short this button. Otherwise, even though you connect the relay and the circuit is connected, because of this switch is open, still your logic will not work. You have to be dependent on the switch. Along with the relay or the story, you also have to press the button. So that's what we don't want. So for that, what can we do? We can just pull out the switch and make it short, but it's little destructive, right? So we have to find out a better way of doing. Probably they might have given some clue. So for that, let's open it and see closely. So if I bring it closer, you will see there is something written like C3 here, and that's the point where you can see two terminal of the switch has come out. So when you press this button, this two terminal gets shorted. So instead of pressing the button, what if you can short this 2 pin? So what I would do is, if I flip it to the other side, there are 2 metal plates already in that same place. If I can point it out, these are the 2 metal plates in the other side of the button. So if you can short these 2 metal plates, that will also work. Means you don't have to press the button, they will be short. So how can I do that without much changes or much destruction? I can solder it, but that will be destructive. So better I can do something else. And what can I do? Let's see. I have this piece of aluminum foil. So I can take a little piece from that aluminum foil, cut, and then just place it here on that 2 metal plate. Just make sure that it should not touch any other part of the circuit, otherwise it will short circuit. There now. Yeah, and then I will take a double-sided sellotape and then just tap on it. So these double-sided sellotapes are not conductive, you have to ensure that. Now I believe without pressing the button I can operate it. Let's see if it works. Alright. This also on it. And see, it's on without pressing the button. So let's try to dip it into the water, and yeah, it's working. So we have successfully bypassed the mechanical switch on the module. So now we are good to go for our next step, which is introducing relay and then introducing the PictoBlox code and polar bear and the crab. Okay, yeah, so satisfying, right? Yeah, we'll do it later. So yeah, let's start that activity. Okay, so before bringing the relay into the picture, let's see the Arduino, because we need one microcontroller to connect to PictoBlox. For that, we need to connect this humidifier with the Arduino. So let's see if we can directly connect from the Arduino's 5V and ground to the humidifier. So for that, you can see the plus and minus symbol here. So that's the point where you can directly probe 5V and ground from the Arduino and it will work. So let's see that. See, so now it's working. The light is glowing, that means if we put in the water it will work. So yeah, that means this connection is possible, but now I need to introduce relay in the middle of this. So here is the relay, and what I will do simply is removing one of the connection from this Arduino, maybe the ground or the VCC, and then connect it through the relay. So that's what we're going to do. Let's see. Okay, so that part of the relay is done. Now the other side of the relay, where we need to connect the trigger part. So again there is a VCC and ground. So the VCC will be connecting to the 5V again. How can I do that? There's only one 5V, so I will use one more connector. Okay, so one VCC or one 5V has branched out into 2 pieces of cable so that I can power up the humidifier as well as the relay signal part. Now the other part of the relay will go to the ground. There are multiple grounds, so there is no problem with ground. I can assign one more ground here. As you can see, the relay is activated now, and I need to use one of the pin, and that is where it will connect with the PictoBlox. So let me assign 0, 1, 2. So I should skip 0 and 1 for transmitter and receiver, the serial communication. And then okay, so what else is left? Little bit water. Let's see. I have this water here, and I'll put this in. Okay, coming to the code. So here is the code. I made some modification, but today's attraction is not this block coding. How to connect is the one, so I will skip the other details. And this is the place you need to know that where the polar bear will touch the crab, if touching crab, written in the polar bear. And here I will make some hiss sound and then play recording. So let's see how it is happening right now without connecting to the Arduino. Let's play, and then I'm clicking my left arrow key from keyboard. So that sound is coming. That means the cold touch the hot. So that is the point where I want to introduce this humidifier, when that sound is coming. So that's the point is happening here, if touching crab, if polar bear touching crab. And then it's broadcasting the hiss message, and then this gobo is going up to show that there is a cold and hot touch together and there is a heat transfer. So whatever, now set digital pin to high, I will make it to 2. So that's what we want. In Arduino pin number 2, the relay is connected, and the relay will give the trigger signal to the humidifier that it should be on or not. And this is the pin. So I should keep it here as high and here as low. So whenever they're touching, it will be high and the humidifier will be activated, otherwise no. So now let's see. Okay, so it looks like it's by default activated. So what we have to do is the reverse. Make this low and this one as high. Just reverse of that. Okay, now let's see how it's working. So I will you saw the smoke came out. Okay, so I have switched off all the lights to see the smoke coming, because this is powered by USB port, and which is also used for the data communication with PictoBlox and Arduino. So the amount of current will be limited, and the amount of mist or fog coming out of the machine also will be less. So just to see it properly, I have switched off all the lights and switched on my mobile flash, and let's start. Do you see the smoke coming out? Yeah, I think good enough. And now if I stop it and start from beginning, the relay is stopped and smoke is also stopped. And start one more time. Yeah, so that's it. That's what I want to show. Thank you so much.